The next-gen play calling menu is hot garbage, and it's not for cosmetic reasons, even though I do think the current-gen version also looks better. No, the issue here is that EA straight up removed functionality by making it more difficult and less efficient to perform fundamental tasks that any halfway decent player is doing every game. So in this video, I'm showing you 3 specific examples of how EA completely screwed up the next-gen play calling screen, as well as how they can sort of fix it. Let's get into it. Now guys, you may notice that we are actually in next-gen Madden 21 right now. That's because I had 2 hours left on my Madden 22 EA Play free trial, and then those hours simply disappeared. So thank you EA for that. Fortunately, the next-gen play calling screen for Madden 21 is exactly the same as Madden 22, so everything that I show you here still completely carries over into Madden 22. So the root cause of all of the issues with the next-gen play calling screen is EA's decision to put so much stuff on this main screen right here. You have formation, concept, play type, personnel, and recent plays all across the top. On current gen, the formation, concept, play type, and personnel buttons are all separated out on this top level menu. I think that's the way it should be, because once I'm in formation, I don't need to go over to concept or play type with just a single click. It's not a big deal for me to back out and then go down one and go into concept if that's what I really need to do. Honestly, most people are probably going to go into one of these anyway. If you're going into formation, you're staying in the formation menu pretty much the entire game. If you call from concept, you're going to stay in the concept menu the entire game. How many people need to switch between all of these with just a single click? But on next gen, instead of having all those on their own top level menu, you also have the first level down for each of these. So under formation, you've got all the formations, concept, play type. All of this is all crammed onto one screen, and having to navigate back and forth with the LB and RB buttons or the L1 and R1 buttons has a chain reaction of screwing up all the other buttons for some really important things in this menu. So the first thing that EA screwed up is the audibles. So I'm going to go into gun split close and press left trigger, and here's my audibles menu, and already we have an issue. It does not show you what button each of these correspond to. On current gen, you can see which button each play corresponds to. Why would that not be on next gen? I know it's a minor thing, but there's no reason for it not to be in there. But moving on, let's say we want to replace slot curl, and I press A. All of a sudden, we just get another list of all the plays. Why do we have to scroll through the entire list of plays when we could just select it from the play calling menu? So let's say I want to put this play close fullback trail as my RB audible, which I believe is the 4th on the menu. I don't know for sure because I can't see which button is which, but let's count how many clicks it takes to do that. So pressing left trigger will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now I have it in there after 15 clicks. Now let's do the same thing on current gen, and this is going to blow your guys' mind. So the first trick is going to be the left trigger. So 1, 2, 3. And now close fullback trail is in my audibles menu. So what's my solution for all this? Obviously, EA should add the buttons to the audibles menu, but also when you select an audible to change, just pull up the actual playbook just like it does on current gen, let you scroll through the playbook, select your play, and it'll go into the spot. Just like on current gen, they did it perfectly over there. I don't see any reason why EA chose to change this. Now at number 2, let's talk about substitutions. EA has very conveniently put a substitution button. It is the Y button, so that if I'm on this screen, I can press Y, I can substitute my players in and out. So far, so good. What could possibly be the issue here? Well, let's say I'm in gun split close, looking through the plays, and I say, ooh, Z spot. I like that play, but I want to put a different receiver on the route on the left side because I want my fastest receiver to be there. And I want to substitute by pressing the Y button, but wait a second, Y just called a play, because the substitution button one screen further out is not the substitution button when you're in that actual menu. So I have to call random play here, go back to choose new play. It turns out you can't substitute when you're actually looking at the plays. On current gen, I can use the RB button to pull up my subs on the play screen, or one level up on the formation screen. It's the same button in either case. Let's count how many clicks it takes for me to sub a new player into this deep route on the left side and then call this same play. So click 1 is going to be backing out to the screen one level above. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 clicks to make the substitution and then call the play. Now doing the same thing in current gen, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clicks to make the substitution and call the play. Not a huge difference, but it's still a difference. So what is the solution now? I think that when you're in the play screen, pressing right on the D-pad should pull up your substitutions menu, because right now, right and left on the D-pad on the screen literally do nothing. And you may say, oh, you can't have right on the D-pad do something different on this menu than it does out on this menu, because on this menu, right and left on the D-pad is obviously scroll through different formations. You don't want to have right on the D-pad do one thing here and something different right here. Well, guess what? EA is already doing that with the Y button. On this screen, Y is substitute, and on this screen, Y is call a play. So if we're already going to do that, if we're already going to have buttons do fundamentally different things that you could possibly get mixed up on two different screens that are just one level apart, why not give us the functionality at least on this level and make right on the D-pad let you substitute a player in. Now, some of you may be saying it's just a couple clicks, why do you care so much? And the thing is that at the highest levels of Madden, players are making adjustments and substitutions and audibles between almost every single play, and then they have to get out of the huddle and pre-snap have to make more audibles and hot routes and adjustments, and those seconds all add up, and especially in MUT with a 30-second play clock, there's not a whole lot of time to work with, and so the play calling menu should be as efficient as possible. And especially when we've already seen how efficient the current gen play calling menu is, I don't see any good reason why EA chose to remove functionality to go to this play calling menu other than purely to have something that looks different because they can say it's next gen. Now guys, the third and final way that EA removed functionality from the next gen play calling screens is that they took away the numbering of the formations. Now it might not matter to some of you guys, but having the formations numbered can really make a big difference in helping some of us remember where some of our favorite plays are. And the thing about this one is that just like not having the buttons on the Audibles menu, it'd be so easy to just put the numbers on there. And what about people like me who want to run the spread playbook, which happens to have 33 shotgun formations? Am I supposed to remember the order and name of every single one of these formations? Last year, I just remembered the numbers of my favorite formations, and I could go straight to it because having a number is much easier to remember than Y off trips, or Y off trips week, or Y trips offset week, or Y trips offset. Give us the numbers back. There's no reason to take them out. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on the next-gen play calling screen. I think it's pretty clear that EA removed functionality. I don't think this is a matter of preference. I think it is a fact that the next-gen play calling screen took away functionality. Now, whether or not you care might be a different story, but this is not a matter of, oh, I prefer the realistic movement or I prefer the arcadey movement, in the next-gen versus current-gen debate. This is facts. These are facts that EA took away functionality and made the play calling menu less efficient. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you this time. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and let me know in the comments below what you think of the next gen play calling screen compared to the current gen play calling screen. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.